single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great.
Hey guys, it's Tina. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you'd like to stick around and subscribe, that would be awesome. And if you'd like to follow me on my other social media as well, I have everything you need to know listed below. Let's get on with the video. So, wanted to see if any of you could relate to this. I was out with my husband yesterday, and for those of you that don't know my husband, Ivan, and we were talking about the lessons that we've learned the past 4 years living with my father-in-law, and all the things that have, you know, happened in our lives. And I really was curious to hear from you guys, either in the description below, or if you want to shoot me an email, tell me about it, whatever, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just about how sometimes in life you underestimate certain things and overestimate others. And one of the things that we grossly underestimated was the amount of sacrifice that is required for bringing another human into your family. And I know that sounds strange, but it's true. See, when you're younger and you get married, or even if you're not, even if you adopt a child or you have children, you know how difficult it is to make the adjustment from being 2 to being 3. Well, you would think that having gone through that and raising our children, that we would just naturally fall into the same thing again. Well, that's not how it goes, okay? When the 3 of us started living together, my husband and I and my father-in-law, it was a huge adjustment. And it was an adjustment that kept evolving over the years as his needs changed and circumstances in our lives changed. For those of you that don't know, I've had 2 heart attacks due to SCAD. And, you know, we had in there, I had my hysterectomy. My husband had some health issues as well. And, you know, my father-in-law, on and off, had some difficulties, you know, like challenges with his breathing, and then he had taken a fall a couple years back, and you know, so there's been a lot that's happened, and we really didn't think all that out. And I'm not saying we would have made a different decision necessarily, but maybe if we were ever to be asked our thoughts on it, we may offer some different advice based on our experience. And one of the things that came out of it that we felt was a positive was the amount of strength and commitment to each other as a husband and wife that was required to do this. It is an incredible strain on your marriage. And especially when one of the things that Ivan and I always prided ourselves on was our communication skills. And if any of you, understand and, can relate to this, just let me know in the comments below. But that was something for us that we were so glad that it was one of our strong points, because it was incredibly challenged. You have to surely adjust how you communicate with each other, because you're both more tired, you're both frustrated, you don't have the privacy that you had, and you are constantly reminding yourself that you've done this by choice. So there was like a huge shift on how we communicated with each other for, any issues that came up in our marriage. And the other thing that was a huge positive was my being able to build a relationship one-on-one with my father-in-law. Because of course, my being home all the time, I was the primary caregiver, so he and I had to forge our own individual relationship that was separate from the one he had with his son, my husband. And you want to talk a little bit of a challenge when you get two stubborn people and you put them together. And that took some work. But having said that, the best thing that came out of this was that I built a relationship with my father-in-law that I'm very grateful for, because if we had not have done this, I mean, we had a good relationship before, but I didn't know him, like I do now, because, you live together. It's different. And I'm grateful for that. But also too, that was also very challenging, because we had to cross a lot of bridges, him and I, to get to the point that we're at. So I don't know if any of you can relate to that. It's been a wild ride. We have 4 days. This is our last weekend with him here with us in the house. And it's kind of coming to a close now. My husband's sister and her husband are coming over tonight, and we're kind of going to have our last powwow together to get out all of the, figuring out how we're doing everything and all that. He's packed, and he's actually quite happy and looking forward to his new digs. And I guess, guys, it really, at first we felt very guilty, but now we're realizing that we've been very blessed, and we're very thankful, and we're very grateful for the time that we've had with him. And we're also very proud of ourselves for doing it for the 4 years that we did, because it was hard work, but it was good work. So if any of you are faced with whether or not you should be doing this, let me know in the comments below. If any of you want to have a discussion about it, that would be awesome. And let me know your thoughts, what you've done with your parents. If you've chose to do something different, let me know. Okay, I will see you guys again next week. And as you know, I love you like mad. Bye for now.